Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful sees Hope Logan, Annika Noel, hitting rock bottom this week with nothing left to lose, and that's going to leave her looking for someone to blame and also wanting payback. Is she going to go all out to get it? We're going to talk about the possibility that after Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Massinswood fired her and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, stood by that decision they made, that we could see Hope go dark and turn into a full-on villain. Okay, so Steffy just read Hope for filth, cut her line, and fired her again from Forrester Creations. And Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, tried to stop it, but she's got no power over Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, Eric Forrester, John McCook, or Steffy. Then Carter chose to stay at FC with the Forresters instead of siding with Hope, even when she begged him to walk out with her. Carter told Hope, "This is my livelihood," but she didn't care. Hope lost it and stormed out. Carter followed her home and tried to salvage things, but Hope dumped him and called him another disappointment, and another man who betrayed her. Carter thinks that because their love affair predated the LLC, that him tearing up the papers shouldn't matter to their relationship. But Hope's pushing him away. That should be a huge red flag to Carter that yes, he was being used for what he could do for Hope, at least to some extent. Maybe not 100% being used, but maybe 50-50. The other thing is, Carter feels a really strong pull to Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. And she's going to make a play for him this week. If Hope sticks to her rejection of Carter, the French woman may have him in her arms, and in her bed before too long. As it stands now, the first issue is Hope has no career. She's never worked anywhere but Forrester, no college degree. Also, she's not a designer. She's the inspiration for a line and just the brand name on it. I'm not sure Hope can whip up a resume with her top skill as nepotism, because my mom was married to and sleeping with the business owner, not top skills. On top of the job problem, she got love life problems. Carter is gone, it seems. And that means he's just one more man to let her down like Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, has done so many times. To ice the crap cake she's having this week, something happens that is the last thing that Hope expects. Brooke has always been Hope's rock, the one person who's always got her back. That all changes this week when Brooke goes off on Hope and says, "Until you take responsibility, I got no sympathy for you." Part of this may be Brooke's anger about Ridge not reconciling with her and sticking with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, this week. Brooke basically tells Ridge, now he's back in the CEO seat, it's time to come home and reunite. Push Taylor out of the way. I don't think it's happening. A very frustrated Brooke may lash out at Hope for pushing Carter towards the coup, which Brooke thinks drove Ridge to Taylor, which is pretty accurate. Another part of Brooke's temper fit is that Hope does not think she did anything wrong. Even now, she blames Steffy for firing her unfairly, even though the numbers for Hope for the future were in the toilet. Hope knew if she didn't pull them up, that the line was going to be AED. She was told that more than once by several people, including Carter, Steffy, Ridge, Eric, all that. Now Hope also blames Carter for letting Steffy refire her. But as for Hope accepting any responsibility for any of these consequences of stealing Forrester from its owner, that's not happening. Hope still doesn't think she did one thing wrong, which is kind of nuts. Up until now, Brooke has always been able to defend Hope because she tries to be a good girl even when she falls short sometimes. Ever since Hope kissed Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, and then climbed into his bed, wrecking her marriage, she's been on this spiral, some sort of, I don't know, evil evolution. Then, Hope pulled the coup with Carter, and was rubbing everything in the Forresters' faces. So she's been getting wilder, and making less ethical decisions and has been more unapologetic about it. Soon when Brooke choose Hope a new one, that could be the moment, the big pivot where she says, screw it, being good never got me anything. You know that saying, is it Mae West who said, good girls go to heaven, bad girls go everywhere. So Hope may decide, you know what, I'm just going to break bad on Bold and the Beautiful. We know there's a lot of scenes coming up with Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, and Hope who she turns to after Brooke rants at her. That means Hope's going to be over at Il Giardino with Deacon and Shyla Carter, Kimberlyn Brown. That also puts Hope into lunatic Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada orbit, possibly Remy Price's Christian Weissman orbit too. That's a whole bunch of villains who all claim that they're deemed, but I don't know. If Hope decides to go all out and do bad things for payback, she may be joining this league of villains. We could see people who dislike Steffi, including Sheila, Hope, and Luna, all working together against her. Hope may fully embrace her dark side and team up with all the B&B baddies to get her revenge. I think that would be wicked fun. Daddy Deacon may decide to help Hope punish Brooke for not having her back with the coup and the firing, and her split from Carter. I mean, heck, Hope may not want to live in the cabin on Brooke's property anymore. She may take Beth, Alexander, and Chase Banks, and move closer to Deacon and push Brooke aside. If Hope's going full villain, I mean she needs a lair, right? She may even throw Ridge sticking with Taylor in Brooke's face, and tell her she should have accepted Deacon's proposal instead of chasing Ridge, who always waffles back to Taylor. You know, Hope might hit Brooke with a snarky kind of "see where that got you" sort of thing. Sheila and Luna may plot with Hope to get Finn, Tanner Novlan, away from Steffi because that would benefit all of them. Finn's mom and daughter may want to replace Steffi with Hope because if she was Finn's new gal pal, then he wouldn't be banned from seeing Luna and Sheila, and they might even get to see baby Hayes. I could totally see Hope and Sheila, with some help from Luna, kind of terrorizing Steffi, maybe even pulling Remy into it. Him using those internet skills to send Steffi scary texts or do some devious photoshopping. Not, naked stuff like he did with Electra Forrester's Lania Grace. Deep fakes, but stuff that would make Steffi look sketchy. Maybe like she's around pills again, or is getting too close to Liam, that kind of Photoshop stuff. And we'll have to see what they do. If Hope does decide to conspire with Luna and Sheila, they could work together, coordinate, carry out revenge missions, while making sure that the people that would be suspects had actual alibis. Have Remy do a deed or Hope do some deeds because they might be able to fly under the radar where people would assume it was Luna and Sheila. I think they could really make something happen with Hope spending so much time with Deacon soon. This might be the direction things are going in. I would love to see it personally. Let me know in the comments if you would. It might actually be refreshing to see Hope just embrace it and become a full-on baddie, and for Deacon to return to his dark side, but with his daughter in his corner this time. Hope is really the only reason that Deacon tried to be a better man in the first place, and I think it'd be cool to see them all break bad together. The world of the bold and the beautiful is no stranger to dramatic twists, but what if one of its most beloved characters took an unexpected turn down a darker path? Hope Logan, long known for her unwavering kindness and resilience, has been tested repeatedly by betrayal, heartbreak, and manipulation. But what if this time, instead of turning the other cheek, she snaps? What if the sweet and selfless Hope finally embraces the darkness that has lurked beneath the surface for far too long? Hope Logan has been through more than her fair share of emotional turmoil. From her on-again, off-again relationship with Liam Spencer to the relentless scheming of Thomas Forrester, she has endured pain and deception at every turn. But recently, cracks have begun to show in Hope's composed exterior. The pressures of her career, motherhood, and romantic life have been weighing on her, and the betrayal she suffered at the hands of those she trusted most may finally push her over the edge. As the story unfolds, we see Hope struggling to maintain her usual optimistic outlook. Brooke Logan, her mother, urges her to stay strong, but even Brooke can sense that something is different this time. The Hope that once fought to see the good in everyone is now questioning whether being good has ever truly served her. Perhaps it's time to take a page from the playbooks of those who have wronged her and start playing the game on her own terms. What would Hope look like as a villain? Would she be a cold, calculated manipulator like Quinn Fuller, or would she take a more vengeful, fiery approach like Shyla Carter? Hope's evolution could be a slow burn, beginning with small, questionable choices that escalate into a full-blown descent into darkness. Maybe she starts by using Thomas's obsession with her to her advantage, pulling his strings to manipulate situations in her favor. Or perhaps she finally exacts revenge on Steffi Forrester for years of rivalry, orchestrating a plan that will leave Steffi blindsided. Hope's shift could also bring unexpected alliances. Could she join forces with someone like Bill Spencer, a man who understands the power of playing dirty to get ahead? Or would she fall under the influence of someone even more dangerous, someone who nurtures the dark energy she has kept buried for so long? A partnership with a cunning figure like Deacon Sharp, her father, could be the spark that ignites her transformation. Together, they could form a duo capable of dismantling the Forrester dynasty in ways no one would see coming. A villainous Hope Logan would send shockwaves through the bold and the beautiful universe. Liam would be devastated to see the woman he once loved turn into someone unrecognizable. Brooke would be torn between protecting her daughter and stopping her from making irreversible mistakes. Ridge Forrester and the rest of the family would be left scrambling to deal with the consequences of her newfound ruthlessness. And what about Douglas? Hope's maternal instincts have always been one of her defining traits, but how would her dark transformation affect the little boy she has fought so hard to protect? Would she still be the nurturing figure he depends on, or would he see a side of her that leaves him confused and afraid? Every great villain story needs a climax, and Hope's transformation would undoubtedly lead to an explosive confrontation. Whether it be an all-out war with Steffi, a betrayal that shakes the foundation of her family, or a shocking revelation that leaves even the most seasoned viewers speechless, her descent into darkness would be a spectacle worthy of the soap opera's history. Would she find redemption before it's too late, or would she embrace her newfound power, setting the stage for a reign of terror that changes the bold and the beautiful forever? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: if Hope Logan finally snaps, the world of B&B will never be the same again. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.